They weren't on chat. I don't know if they.
What a save!
Let's go. We started. But Canadan is. He was in Italy for many months, and he's only just got back a couple of days ago. So he's an OG rocketer of TPG for sure. So some of the newer members might not know him, but the older members, we have much love. So he's still a little bit rusty. He's been warming back up into it. Gave him a little bit of a warm up. We did some doubles earlier today. OP, of course, a veteran of our tournaments now. Not doing too bad in the leaderboard either. And Bridges as well. He's always been active. I think. I'm not sure if he's been in all the tournaments, but he's definitely at least been in one before. Always has a good showing. So good players here. And of course HighTimes, you don't need mentioning, he was the previous Rocket League DL, pretty much the founder of Rocket League here at TPG. And of course, is still the reigning champion, so after 3 tournaments so far, he has the most points. So we've got our 4 teams. The first place team, both players will get 5 points. Second place get 3, third place get 1, last place get nothing, unfortunately. And then obviously we randomise the teams each tournament, so HighTimes is top at the minute, so he's come out trumps most of the time. Hot on the tail, I think, with him at his shift, who is in the tournament, is in the other bracket, so if those meet in the final, that could be interesting. Battling out for them points. We'll have a look, see what the difference is. And say Bridges and OP, I think they're 4 points to 3 points respectively. Oh, and you can see him there, get some good work, you're getting the goal. Oh, he did some really good clutch saving there, Canadan, but he couldn't quite get it with Bridges coming in for the goal there. Got the save, but couldn't quite get the clear. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I was saying OP and Bridges both fairly mid-table at the minute, so good points can do them really good, get them up the leaderboard. Just coming in from distance. Canadan's going to knock it wide. He's following it here, he's got some good control. Comes off the wall, a little bit rusty, but Phil was there when he needed him. Canadan's going to come back around. Bridges with a shot. Oh, HighTimes couldn't quite get there. Too much power on the shot, and Bridges gets another goal, taking him 2 ahead in his first match of our best of 3. Good kick off there. Canadan in nicely. Gets the ball across, but Bridges. Oh, sorry, OP for the clear. Bridges going to come off the wall, could be dangerous here. Canadan picks up the corner boost. HighTimes getting the clear, he's going to try and follow this. Gets a good 50 against OP, Bridges there first there. Canadan might be in a decent position. No, Bridges gets a really calculated hit off the wall to drop it back to himself nicely. Canadan here, taking on the first player, picks up some good boost. Pinches it, it's coming in venomous. It's going to be a difficult call for HighTimes to read that with their speed off the pinch and then hitting off the roof. But it's looking promising from the blue team here, getting a few more attacking chances. HighTimes gets some nice dribbles on, takes over Bridges. Oh, but Bridges comes and takes Canadan out and he couldn't quite get the goal. Some good play here, the HighTimes buying some time for his team as Canadan respawns. Got caught a little bit out there as Bridges takes him over, but he couldn't get the shot on goal. Bit of miscommunication there, I think, between Bridges and OP, looking a bit out of way, but OP manages to recover and get that save. Bridges on 0 boost, he's going to pick up that one though. Good position for a flip. I think he just lost the ball a little bit there. Canadan managing to capitalise and get the clear. He's off his own corner, a little bit central. HighTimes he's going to get that backflip just to make sure. I think blue team may be a little bit caught out on boost though here. Canadan managing to go up, gets the fake. HighTimes going to follow it through with the clear. OP gets the turn there. He's going to try and apply some real pressure. He's dropping dangerously. Bridges, oh, with a drop like that, he was always going to be favourable to get the goal. Nice play there from OP to get that 50. Dropped, even though it went up fast, it dropped slowly off the roof enough. And looked quite easy in the end for Bridges to get the goal. HighTimes coming out with a kick-off. I don't think the ball's going to drop enough. Oh, and it does, and he slides it into the top. just under the top post. And we can see the blue team. They've got the skills here. HighTimes, knowing that he's top of the leaderboard at the minute, he wants to get some goals in and show that he doesn't want to give up that position. There's a good kick off from blue here. I think HighTimes might be OP to the ball there. He does, but OP manages to get a nice block into his corner to buy Bridges some time. He's going to follow it up now, gets a decent area, but HighTimes is there to duck down on it. Bridges again, getting a little bit of ping pong, but it's slowly moving towards the orange side of the pitch. Good hit across there by Canadan, but a difficult one to read again. Blue needing 2 goals here, but again, if they concede, then it's pretty much all over. But they've only got 30 seconds to get these 2 goals for the equaliser, or they'll go 1 goal behind in our best of 3. Oh, OP dropping in after the demo play and getting that goal. Nice read there from OP to get in the right position to drop down on that one. HighTimes dropping it really in there. He has actually, I say HighTimes is our champion and stuff. He is, but he bought Doom Eternal yesterday, I believe. So he's been playing that all day, which is fair enough for new game. So he's not very warmed up, which is interesting. So he's going to need. We've already saw him actually get a nice shot and some really good play, but I'm sure he'll warm up a little bit as time goes on as well. And orange team come ahead here and take the first game of our best of 3. Heyo Daxel, checking out the competition. We've got OP and Bridges winning the first of the best of 3. Why is it trying to make me do that? Here we go. And we're going to jump straight into the second. So both readied up, so hopefully they're all in chat and happy at the minute. I'm going to ready up. Who are you, do you have a team that you're most afraid of already, Dax? Who are you looking out for? Or are you just watching, see how it goes, make your decision then? Like anyone that intimidates you going in? Because we've got 4 very strong teams here. Bridges, yeah, Bridges is very good. He's been in a couple of our tournaments, always had a good showing. And we're saying OP as well, he's got the experience. Oh, and we see a nice team play come together there. Because I think it is unusual, the tournament format, mixing divisions of players together. Like, it is something to get used to, because it doesn't... No, it is different, so experience at playing like that and being able to adapt to your teammates on the different levels. He's going to do OP some favours as well, I think, in this tournament. Nice goal there from Canadan. Let me have another look at that one. Just really well there. Takes his time, keeps his cool, and gets a little flick off. And yeah, of course, HighTimes being top of the leaderboard at the minute has already proved himself plenty of times to be someone to be scared of. I was saying he's not warmed up for this tournament too well because he's been playing Doom. But the more games to play, of course, if they win this, I'll be seeing you guys in the final. If you win yours as well, and you'd have had 3 games to warm up at that point because they've gone 1 down here. Oh, Bridges managing to slide that in, get the 8 goal ahead. I think Canadan after doing really well to get the first goal will be upset with him conceding that one. He gives and he takes. Kick off, looks like it's going the way of the orange team here. Bridges is going to drop off. Doesn't quite get the angle, but he's following it up nice. HighTimes getting behind the ball for the block. He's going to take this one down the side now. Canadan's moving into the middle. OP gets a good first block. Canadan manages to keep it in play. OP looks well positioned there to move it forward down. He's got a decent amount of boost as well. Picking up the 100 in the middle. He should be able to get a decent shout on this. HighTimes stopping him though, and we know that experience and HighTimes. He's definitely not, I don't think you'll mind me saying, he's definitely not one of the flashiest players, but as we know from the leaderboards, he's consistent and he very mindful. Always in the right place, making the right moves. Canadan with a clear. Good block there as well. Bridges waiting in for the pouncer. Gets you past the first defender. Knocks it up. HighTimes gets a decent block, but it doesn't clear it completely. OP. Buying Bridges some time to get back there. Just knocked over towards HighTimes. Might be able to get a good hit on this. He gets it on target. Doesn't quite get the beat though. We could see Canadan going in for the demo, and if he got that, it would have been quite nice. Canadan's all about the clips as well. The TPG way of play is definitely all about risk, risk plus reward, and pushing that boundary to its limit. And Canadan, he lives that ethos. HighTimes taking on the first and the second. Bridges has rotated back nicely there. OP, good from Bridges to pick out OP there and keep the attack going. HighTimes with the ball up. Canadan's rotating round. He's gonna have to come back and get that block. He does. OP up early, gets a decent touchdown. Can he follow it? Or not quite, but I'm not sure he wanted to. Jeez, gets a nice HighTimes, a little bit out of favour in that position, but he managed to get a nice clear. Canadan's followed it up. Couldn't keep the ball under control though, so OP is just going to pick it up again. Oh, and he'll be clipping that one. I'm sure OP will be happy with that. Say it was just a bit of there was a bit of a loop with the blue team of just not being able to get the boost to get a big enough clear, and then leaving the ball too far away from themselves, too close to the opponents, and it just kept happening until eventually it culminated in a series of events there where both HighTimes and Canadan were out of position because the ball and boost situation had just gone too far out of control, and it's, you can see the games. Yeah, sometimes you just see breakout moves, sometimes you see the teams chip away at the other one like that and slowly build towards the goal, and how they've gone 3 goals ahead now. Still a minute 42 to go. They are 1 ahead in this series so far. So if they win this, they will go through to the finals. But we will see Canadan and HighTimes again, or if they pull it back, we'll either see both teams again, either in the final or in runners-up match. Canadan, good hit here. He's taking control of the wall. He's going to try and follow it off. OP sliding in there and stealing it away. Good save there from HighTimes. Canadan got the demo. Can he get there to make use of it? He gets a decent 50. OP's not quite got it. HighTimes is being cautious, giving Canadan time to get back. He's just managed to get into a good position. Oh, and if he just had a little bit more boost to get round it before going for the 100, but unfortunately he was on 0 after the attack, but they're still managing to keep control, stop Orange team from doing anything too dangerous. Nice ball into the middle from Canadan. HighTimes getting a decent shot, but OP there to match it. Yeah, Dax, I've been getting a bit slower on the uploads, but I always upload the streams to YouTube as well. Always fun to look back on, so I'll send you the link when that's available. I think it does save on Twitch, but I'm not sure if it expires after a while. But no, I always save them. For a bit of nostalgia if nothing else, a couple tournaments time. Get some new players in, maybe some new leaders, new losers. It'll be fun to look back on. And we always get some good matches, I'll tell you. Nice demo there from Canadan, but OP just sniffed it and came in, and he's gone for another air dribble, and I reckon he's probably been practicing them, or at least he gained some confidence from the one earlier. And yeah, he'll be very pleased with himself with that one. Oh no, he will be. OP really coming out with some nice shots here. Let's have a look at the scoreboard actually for this second game. There we go, 3 goals and 2 goals. Pretty even between the Orange team. Oh, and Orange are going to take it, second game of the series, and they get the victory, but we will see Canadan and HighTimes back for the runners-up. Very well played there from OP and Bridges. So it's always interesting because we throw these teams together like we do. So OP and Bridges, for example, I don't think they've played together before. They didn't get any games warming up together, but I think they were both on Rocket League separately. And on the other side, you've got HighTimes and Canadan that have played together in the past, probably got a bit more chemistry. But then Canadan's only just recently got back from Italy, and he's still getting himself warmed up, and HighTimes playing a bit of Doom. So you can see how they're throwing at the teams. It is good fun. They're throwing the teams together, and we always get something different. HighTimes will want to be coming back in their runners up, try and gain a point, because there's some players still left in the tournament that could claw some points on him on the leaderboard. So I'm going to invite in the second round of teams, which is Spectate. Alright, let's go. So this is interesting as well. So the dynamics here, I do like mixing the teams up, but everyone knows each other because we're all in the Discord together. Some people do ranked competitive or just custom games together, and so I know Dax and Shift, who are on opposing teams right now, have been doing a lot of ranked 2's together, leveling up. I think they're both about 1600 MMR in 2's, playing together for a decent chunk of that, I believe, getting each other there. So they both know each other quite well at the minute, and they're both in form actually as well. And then at the same time, Shift, Pav and Jingo are all in a freeze team together. Actually did really well. I think became third place out of almost 40 teams in the IGL spring competition. So Pav and Jingo should know each other decently well. And then Dax is a bit of a veteran at TPG, plays with all of them, and is a good fan of the custom games as well. Always throws up some good mutators and stuff. So maybe we can throw some custom game tournaments in the future, suit him a little bit better. But as we see, orange team, Dax and Jingo. Dax and Jingo going ahead. I was too busy chatting shit. I'm assuming it was a lovely goal. Should be paying more attention. Shift, Pav. Pav's gonna come in and grab this. Oh. Lovely pass to Shift there. He's collected it really well. Dax gets a nice first touch, pops it back up. Jingo's gonna follow it. Dax went back on defense. Jingo going for the demo on his IGL teammate Shift there. Dax taking control again. He gets it past Path. Shift comes in to take it off him there. Gets the demo back on Jingo, and I think we're going to see a few demos in this series. Jingo knocking it in. Shift's going to get the first hit up. Path sort of followed, so to move back. Comes in on the rotation now, though, for the shot. Makes it difficult and awkward, but Dax and Jingo come together to get that save. Jingo's going to have for the shot. Dax is going to be up for that, and it's going to be dangerous, but Shift gets the save, and he saw that one coming. This might be a bit of their doubles partnership coming in, because that was a very fast move from Dax, but Shift was there to match it. Yes, Bridges. I saw your title. What is it? Blizzard Wizard? We know HighTimes is a big fan of Snow Day as well, and I know there's a few of us that don't mind playing that, so it will be good to get more, we're already a little bit wacky with their cross-division teams. If there's attitude for it, getting some custom games on. I know Dax has been more interested in setting stuff up, so maybe we can convince him to help set something like that up. He's a big fan of the boomer mode. I know Tomo Lad, he loves his curveball. So maybe we can have nice dribbling there from Dax, couldn't quite get the goal. But maybe we could have a Wheel of Doom and a random preset custom game based on people's favourites or something like that. I don't know. Getting me excited. But at the minute we've got our 2's tournaments and they're really fun, and we've got a very tight game, only one goal in it so far. Dax, he gets a good dunk there coming off the backboard. Jingo's going to follow it. Shift gets a decent block. He's still looking dangerous. Can Jingo knock it over? He probably gets it a little bit high for what Dax wanted, but he managed to get there. Couldn't quite get it on target though, and Shift comes out with a save, and he's going to get a bit of a counter here. Oh, I thought so, but Jingo gets up quick. Gets a dunk on Pav as well, and it's going to be dangerous. Can he get a nice shot off here? And he pops it up for... Oh, I think both players just got in each other's way a little bit there. Or Dax was coming in for the same ball that Jingo had just took. Still looking dangerous. Pav gets a decent pass down to Shift. Couldn't quite get it on target, but left orange team a little bit all over themselves, and Pav comes in to clean up. And we'll have another look at that one. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, it's just a bit of miscommunication there. I think Dax trying to reposition himself, Jingo coming in for the rotation. Ended up meeting each other a little bit, getting each other's way. But it levels it all up in his first game, which has been quite tight. Jingo getting a good hit to stop Shift there. We know he's dangerous when he gets time on the ball. Perhaps collected 100 and he's got the ball. What can he do? He passes it inwards towards Shift. Jingo manages to get the interception. Dax is going to come out here and he's got an open goal if he can just get the power onto it, and he does. And it's 2-1, the regain lead for only 32 seconds to go.
Seconds left on the clock. What a play!
Dangerous hit from Pav, locking him down into the middle. Shift and Dax sizing each other up. Dax come out better on that encounter, I think. Doesn't manage to make too much out of it. Jingo's going to take this up. I know he's dangerous in these positions. Managed to get another touch, drops it down, but a little bit too fast for Dax to get onto it. He didn't need to extend and risk because they are in the lead, and there's only the game is over. So Orange team come out first out of our best of three. Gets a nice victory there. Very tight game. I knew these teams well balanced. Some really good players all around. Very good game. Yeah, it is. It's really competitive. Oh god, that's the wrong controller. And it's nice to see, you know, and we're throwing these players together. We know Dax and Shift like playing together. But then we throw, I mean, obviously, oh, God, see that. Yeah. But actually, you know, these tournaments give opportunities for people to find new teammates as well, because it's always good to have a larger pool of players that you feel comfortable with playing with when you fancy doing some ranked or casual to have a good time. And oh, straight from the kickoff. Dax big hit up, Jingo on the follow. Enough power there that she couldn't get to it as well. Oh, and after they took the victory on the first game, they've got a goal up straight away on the second one. Blue team will want to cancel out that lead straight away, but Jingo's up again. Are we going to get a repeat? Pav manages to position himself nicely to get the save in the end. Shift knocks it back towards Pav. He's picked up the 100. Oh, and a lovely save there from Dax after a really decisive shot from Shift. It was pinging in. He followed through with the demo on Jingo as well, and we said we'd see some demos. Shift again with the shot. Dax couldn't quite get there, and just a bit speedy play manages to get them the equaliser 30 seconds in. We might see a couple more goals in this game unless it starts to level out now that it's equal again. Dax taking it from Shift. Pav getting the stop. Shift sliding in, picking it up. Dax is going to get a powerful hit here. Pav manages to knock it, but he hit off his own inside post, which knocked it out to Jingo. That's unfortunate for Pav there. Did well to get to the ball in time, but he was unlucky somewhat that it bounced out. But good positioning from Jingo to be there, read that, and get that goal and put them back into the lead. And we've already had 3 goals this game so far. After a very tight and low scoring first goal, and Shift back on it with that. And getting some real power behind the shot, stopping the defender who was rotating in nicely. Let's see the speed on this. Oh, I think both Orange team did end up going for the same back boost, so they both pulled out to get the save. It was too fast for him in the end. Good hit there from Jingo. Shift taking it down with some time. Pav coming in. Good block there from Dax. Shift is going to pick it up though, gets a really nice catch, takes up the wall. Lost it a little bit, so thought better of it. Pav's going to knock it off the corner into the middle. Shift retreating backwards. Oh, lovely flick there from Dax, taking out the last defender. Taking the lead again. Maybe a bit of a fake on the first one there, but either way it was very calm and collected. From Dax getting that goal, and we know that he can pull out some really nice moves, Dax, when he gets the time and the confidence, and he deems it the right moment to pull him out. So something to look out for. Getting a good hit up. Yes, it was towards Shift. Didn't quite work out that time, but you could see the team players coming in. Good flick again from Dax. Pav managing to get the block. Jingo coming in hard, and he gets a good angle on that. I think Shift did need to make that save, but at least hit off the inside of the post. Something dangerous if he didn't. Another good save there from Shift. It's a good pinch up. Pav's going to try and take control of this one. Do Dax. Oh, and he did a nice first touch. I think if he just went straight for the shot, Dax would have been there. So he had to try something. Kept the pressure on. Forced a difficult save, and then Shift manages to come in for the goal. Lovely there, and you can see Shift and Pav starting to really get in sync with their communication and team plays here. Jingo coming off the wall, gets the fake. Oh. Jingo keeping the pressure on, but Shift picks up the ball this time. Dax manages to grab the boost. It's a good 50 on Pav as well, should leave blue team in a difficult position. Shift manages to catch it there, and now Jingo's going to go up the wall for another clear. Another demo here. Ball getting a bit stuck in the orange corner, but Dax managing to get a decent clear, but Shift waiting for it. Oh, and it could have been the release of the pressure there into the orange goal, but not quite, and Dax is going to try and go for the counter. He's going to go for the hook shot, and he gets lovely power and accuracy on that. Not much Shift could do about it. He didn't, you know, he was on the back foot coming backwards, but he was doing well to get in a good position there, but with the power and the accuracy of the shot from Dax, not much you could do. And even though blue team managed to keep pulling goals back, they're yet to have taken the lead. And it's always orange team that's going that one ahead, and after winning the first game of the series, if they can continue this trend, they will be going through to our final. Dax on the flip reset. We said he could pop him off, and here he goes. He deemed it right, and he got the flip reset, and this is Rocket League. Nice to see some moves like that coming out. We'll definitely get the pleasure of the replay there. And not just the flip reset. For the sake of a flip reset, it's really well timed, really well used. Kept that ball right up the top under the post. Very nice play from him there. One for the highlights. And it's the first occasion on this game they've got 2 goals ahead, which might seem quite damning for a blue team when they've only been able to score 1 goal to equalise at a time. But as I say, that Shift going in causing a lot of disruption on the orange line. Let's have another look at that one. Not as pretty as the flip reset, but he's got in there and he's like, you know what, I'm getting a goal out of this. You can get out of here. That's what we like to see. Savage there for Bridges. So you can see Bridges, no matter who you come against in the final, you know, you've either got some mad flip resets coming out, or you've got the super speed and the demo plays and stuff. It's may well be anxiety inducing right now. So you see Dax taking nice control there. Shift trying to get the defense, but Dax reading it well, keeping the ball up in the blue half. Jingo coming in fast. Pav, he looked like he had a decent defense, but Jingo managed to drill it through. Dax on the shot, Shift getting saved. Jingo's caught up there. Shift's not got the boost to chase it really, but Pav has, and he's going to follow it down. Buy some good time for Shift to go back, get some boost, and maybe roll in and get this off the wall. Orange team backing up, Shift trying to make the best use of that. And follow it up the corner. Manages to push it all the way into the goal and for Pav to slide in. Haha, OP being toxic. Lovely. I love a bit of toxicity. You say that now, OP, but I think Shift makes it look easy sometimes with moves like that. Just dunking. Being so powerful. And they've equalised again, considering we're yet to see them take the lead. They've just clawed back 1 goal at a time. It'll be really morale boosting for them if they manage to get the lead and the victory on this. So doing so well mentally going into the final game. But as we say, another, oh god, these cars, they're having sumo matches on the field today. I'll tell you what, it's just going to be pushing against each other. Good blocks, but then following through. This has really been a game of muscle. Yes, Bridges, if you're going for a fag break, you still do have the runners-up match. So you've still got a little bit of time before your final after this series is over. But definitely good to get it in advance. Oh, Jingo getting a goal to finish it off there. And Jesus Christ, there was some really good games. What a series. What a series. And the 2-0 probably doesn't do too much justice to Shift and Pav because it was very tight the whole way through. Really good goals from both teams, and I'm really impressed with the quality we saw there. OP might not be impressed, but everybody else is. Yes, good games from Dax, and we'll see you in the final. First, we've got to get in our players for the runners-up match. Runners-up game. And we'll get the next ones in. So you get a bit of a breather between your next game, Dax and Jingo. Maybe we should restock on some water, stay hydrated. It's always good. So Team 2 won the first round, Team 3 won the second round. So now we have Team 1 versus Team 4, which is HighTimes and Canadan versus Shift and Pav. Let's go. Oh, but the left. I did say. HighTimes, Canadan. Just drop Canadan a message. I did kind of just drop Canadan in this without telling him, so he might not even know that he was supposed to be in for a runners-up game. He was kind of last minute, like, Canadan, you're in the tournament. HighTimes in the middle of a rumble game, but he's just gone to the main menu, so he must have just finished up. I assume he'll be in soon. I'm on TeamSpeak. Let's see if they're in the chat. I might be able to grab Canadan. Yeah, he's in the chat with them, so I'm assuming he'll be on his way. Oh, he's eating. Fuck a duck, fuck a duck, fuck a duck. We might not have Canadan for this match, so we might need to swap them around, do the final first and the runners-up afterwards. I think that's the only way we might be able to deal with it, is games ready for the tournament. And we're going to go in for our final best of 5. And you know what, I can't, very even teams here. I think it's going to be a very close game. Very close series, sorry. I'd be interested to see how the series changes. You know, best of 5, we've got a little bit more time to see how the teams adapt to each other. And oh! That was, I don't even know what happened there. Jesus. Right, I need to get in this. The speed of play already is looking quite fast. Faster than my head's going anyway, so I'll try and speed up. Oh, good bump there from Jingo. Jax couldn't quite capitalise with OP, quick on the rotation round. Jax, a good first hit, doesn't have to boost to follow it up, manages to grab the 100 behind him there, that just spawned in time. He's going to follow it up aggressively. Dax on the shot, just above. OP is going to pick up the boost in the ball. Bridges has got some decent boost in the middle. Should be... Oh, it looked very awkward for Bridges there. Jingo coming in dangerous, but he managed to read the bounce off the awkward part of the wall. Okay, taking control, tries to get the second hit, that's stealing it away from him there. Oh, Bridges getting the save. Jingo's going to try and regain control, but Bridges managed to grab that boost. It looks like he's going to come out on top here. Oh, and it looked like a decent save from Jingo, but OP was positioned so nicely, and I think there's a little bit of a bump that went in there as well. Let's have another look at that. Yes, Bridges with a bump on Dax. And Orange team taking the lead here. And this is, I think it's the first time this tournament that we've seen Blue team down. Say it's very close games in the semi-final, but I think they always maintained either level goals or above. So we'll see how it reacts now. Dax, another good hit off the backboard. Jingo coming in, couldn't quite sneak it in, but he managed to get it past the defenders to keep it in play here. Comes off the wall, knocks it into the centre. Bridges going to collect. Pick it up. Oh, OP always managed to get the goal. We saw him. OP definitely looking very vicious on goal this tournament. And again, looking dangerous. Dax with a good shot in. OP couldn't quite get there. It was a lot of power on the shot and he just couldn't get there in time. Let's have another look at that. Yeah, it's just got the power right on the corner of that Fennec bonnet there. Dax got the first hit. It's going to knock in decently into the middle. Jingo's position well to get the keep it into the orange half. Okay, he's going to come off the wall, gets another touch. Dax with a read there. Bridges got a bit caught on his heels there. Dax wiping it round him, getting the bump attempt on OP. Didn't quite work out. The orange team did knock into each other. Bit too hard on the hit from Dax to really capitalise on that occasion after creating the initial opportunity. Good challenge there from Dax. Jingo's going to grab the 100 boost at the back. Dax going to hit it off the back. Good defense there from Bridges. But Jingo's going to rotate in, get the ball into the centre. Dax, oh, and he got decent. It's a very difficult angle on his car there. He did well under the circumstances. Couldn't quite get the goal, but very well played. Orange team trying to get a counter attack going. Oh, Bridges. Crucial miss there as Dax is coming through with the flick. OP couldn't quite read it, and blue team goes one goal ahead with their second goal of the game. You know, if OP and Bridges can win this series and win this tournament, they'll be looking very good in the table. Very good. I'll try and check at some point where it will put them, but they're both mid at the minute. But I think it's 5 points for the victory is a lot of points. With Dax, this is his first tournament, so we'll be eager to get on that board with some good points. He's already on 3 at least for being second, and gets a nice goal to go to ahead there. We saw it come out in the semi-finals, just the sticking behind the ball, keeping your car heavy and pushing it through to the goal, and we see it again then. He's going to take the shot, and that well by Bridges.
60 seconds left on the clock.
Good dunk there from Dax, going to knock back into the middle dangerously. Knocks it up for Jingo. OP getting a bump on his teammate there, but it looks like they'll come out okay. Good 50 again from OP. Oh, he positioned it nice for the flick. Didn't quite get the power in the end, but did really well to go in and follow it through with the demo as well. But good defense from the blue team. We're going to try and make the counter of it here. Jingo gets a good hit up. Bridges managed to take decent control there and put it past that. Bridges with a pass. Oh, it didn't quite work out, but good play there from the orange team. Bridges up. Gets gets the demo play. Good defense there from Daxa. And we've seen the bumps and demos come out. I like the physical play. It looks like blue team are going to take the victory on this one. Remember, this one is a best of 5 rather than a best of 3 because we've gone straight into the final. So still playing to play for, but blue team going ahead here. We'll jump straight into the session. Every time. Oh, I'm hovering on the auto as well, that's dangerous. I'm not sure what happened. Hopefully they'll be okay. I think because of the joining and leaving, they ended up dodgy on kickoff. But hopefully it's all worked out okay. No one scored a kickoff goal, which might have caused any problems. I know the kickoff, how that works out can last throughout, you know, minutes of gameplay. Especially when you get to higher levels where, you know, you could be chasing that boost that you missed on kickoff for a long time to come. But it looks like it's fairly evened out, so I hope you'll be okay here. He's getting a good shot. Jingo well played. OP managed to slide it in though as Dax ended up in the same spot as Jingo and left the what ended up as the near post clear for the shot. Jingo's going to come out with possession. Good ball in from Dax, collected nicely though from Bridges. He's going to get a flick opportunity, but Jingo fast on the done. He really cleared, Dax on the retreat, Jingo rotating around. OP, good ball into the centre. Orange team being a little bit cautious, as we said, 1 goal ahead, no need to overextend and leave the defence too open, but saying that, nice bit of passing play from the blue team and managed to carve open a goal nonetheless. Let's have another look at that. Good ball in, and then Dax, really well positioned shot towards OP in the end, but so much power, I think it caught him off guard a little bit. Oh, my phone's actually run out of battery, turned off, so apologies if anyone's on chat. I'll dip out and look every now and then, but I haven't got it on access at the minute. Bridges, looking dangerous. Jingo reading it well. Soft wall, lovely ball in from Jingo. Oh, it's okay, sorry, into Bridges. Dax down to Jingo. We're keeping it alive. Dax going to go back for some boost. Probably. Oh, OP go for the save, but he had the time. As you say, Dax went back for some boost. So even though he didn't get the ball there, it hasn't turned out too badly for them. Should be able to collect some boosts and make another go at it here. OP coming off the wall. Good interception from Jingo. OP's going to follow it. Gets the ball into the middle. Bridges is following it. Oh, and a really good challenge from Dax there. And they're going to come out with a goal from it. Jesus. 2-1 now to the blue team. Jingo passing up to Dax from the kickoff. Just go back to Jingo. OP getting there fast and keeping the ball down and setting up a counter attack. Dax on a nice cut out there. The ball coming back out. Bridges thinking better of it as Dax goes up quick.
Saved by the keeper.
defensive pinch there for Bridges and OP. Didn't work out perfect, but the OP's managed to collect it and go on to attack here. Following. Doesn't quite get it. Jingo's going to have to come around. Oh. Oh, and a pinch there. Into the goal. OP gets it. Let's have another look at that one. Oh. See some interesting goals this match. That's collecting the ball. Oh, and you just capitalising there. OP has been vicious. It'd be interesting to watch his games through each tournament. Actually, he seems to definitely feel more comfortable each time. I think he's been practicing outside of the tournaments, obviously, as well. Certainly looking vicious. Jingo, good ball up the field. Left bridge is a little bit awkward, but he did well to do it, and OP coming in and getting the clear. OP getting a really good read there, knocking it into the middle. Bridges getting the first challenge. Jingo coming out from the second. Dax couldn't quite get the bump play on OP, but manages to rotate round, didn't overextend. Good 50 from Jingo. Dax is going to come in now, knock it into the corner, bounces back out. Jingo went back for back boost. Bridges going to have a little bit of time here. Could end up being a downfall. Good save there from Jingo in the end. Ball up from Jingo. Bridges should be able to collect. Knocks it back. Dax is going for the corner. Thinks better of it. Turns back in. Bridges going for the double. Couldn't quite line it up. Gets the double touch, but knocks it over rather than under. Dax doesn't have much boost. He's going to have to try and and he gets a lovely little flick on there to get the power without boost. Just times that nice. And he needed to. The defender was coming in fast. All level here in the second game.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, see the move from OP there. It looked dangerous, but cut out decisively. Dax looking a little bit cautious on that one. Bridge is going to try and take advantage. Bridge is taking the boost as well. He might be able to send this one for OP. He gets a good touch on it, but a decent save there from Jingo to knock it plus goal at 3-3 to take us into overtime. Okay, trying to keep it safe in the corner. Dax coming in dangerous. Jingo's going to follow it up. OP getting a good defense on it. Dax, nice hit up the field. Oh, and he almost got a nice play on there. Manages to steal the boost off Bridges at least by the looks of it. He manages to collect the next one, but at least Dax will be fueled up too. Took his own corner as well, so I don't know if Jingo is going to be left a little bit lost here. Does get the save though, very nice. Might be able to turn this into a counter attack. Oh, he doesn't get the contact he's looking for, but Dax manages to pick it up, keep it dangerous. Jingo should be able to collect this. Nice, knocks it back. Couldn't quite get it over OP though. He comes in dangerously. Bridges being cautious. Neither team want to give this away over time. Dax trying to take it under, but Bridges just pinching it off him. It's definitely, team's been a bit more cautious at this point in the game. Dax coming in for a bump. It's definitely, the pace has slowed down a little bit as each team doesn't want to overextend. It's come out nice for Dax, so might take control, get a good shot off that. Oh, and he's trying to set up the flick reset by the looks of it, but Bridges had none of that, coming in fast. Oh, and it might be... Oh, and OP almost getting in there, but Dax just stealing it from the inside corner, and what an intense 1.5 minutes we've had so far in this overtime. Keeping the pressure on. Decent chance for Orange team. Just got away from OP there, but he's going to keep playing disruption. Buys enough time for Bridges to come in for the hit. Gets a nice bump down to Jingo. Oh, and OP must have gone back for boost. Oh, Bridges, his heart would have stopped for a second there when the goal was open, and I think so would have everyone on the blue team. Got away with it this time, as we see the players playing it cautious. Kill it from Dax. Bridges collecting, dunk from Daxter. OP with a fake. Jingo's going to come in, gets into the top corner, and they take it 2.5 minutes into overtime. Jesus Christ, what a game. That's only the second of our best of 5. Blue team taking 2, and they only need 1 more for the victory, so orange team are going to have to come out with a sweep if they're going to go for this. Ready up and we'll go into game 3. Could be our last game if Jingo and Dax take it again, but they've both been very close so far. So everybody in? I think we're good. Looks like the kickoffs are okay. I should probably name the teams. I'm just lazy. Let them deal with the confusion at the start of the game. I'll try and do it next tournament. Try and solve some ridiculous at the start. Oh, Jingo almost getting the goal there. As I catch up with speed of play again. It's sped up a little bit now. We're at the start of the game rather than the end. But I'm sure it will get very, very touchy as we go on. That's not good field. Jingo following it. He should beat it there. It's going to knock down. I think he's going to go for another hit into the centre for Dax. Or he just found himself a little bit too wide in the end for the power that was on the pass. Good play though from blue team. Yeah, we've had a really good show so far from the red team. I think in different tournaments, the fun that they've been showing, they could easily have gone ahead in this series so far. Jingo going for the dribble, Dax on the demo, and look, getting some confidence here and getting the communication in play. What a lovely goal. Orange team, they're gonna need to score quick to get their heads back in this game. And we saw it in the semi-finals. We saw it in both semi-final games. Players to do like bumps, to do like demos.
Sensational goal!
Another goal there for the blue team. Unfortunate miss on the save there. OP, give it some toxic. Swear the bumps, demos and the carry comments come out. We do love it, It's TPG way, a bit of friendly banter. Dax picking up the ball and the boost. Might be able to get decent chances, gets a nice flick, but OP getting the save. Moves out the way for Jingo here to go and take his challenge. Bridges managed to get a good hit, but it's only to Jingo. Only to Dax. He managed to get it past the first man. Knocks it up high and just over OP. What a lovely shot in the end from Dax. Taking them 3 goals ahead. And it's really falling apart for the orange team here. Who've done so well so far. Getting to this point where they need the reverse sweep. Maybe it just seems a little bit too much. But with still almost 3 minutes to go, we could see them turn this around. And we know they can score goals. We've seen it already in this series and in this tournament. Jingo coming up, taking the ball nicely. Dax looks like he's going to take this one up the wall. Comes off the roof, loses it a little bit. OP fast on taking it away before it hit the floor, stopping the ground for inch. Jingo keeping the pressure on. No, Bridges looks like he's going to get the boost, and he should be able to clip the ball here as well, even though Dax is coming in. Does knock it past him. Yes. Good 50 with Jingo as well, and almost gets the goal. Dax managing to recover fast enough though to come in and save that one. Picking it up. Just taking control here. Gets it past Dax, who comes around for the recovery. Jingo's going to get the shot there. Oh, dangerous hit there from Dax just above, and the orange team got away with that one. Bridges going to go for the long shot though. I don't think it was quite on target. OP trying to add some more touches in there to throw the defense off. Doesn't quite work out this time. Dax is going to get the long shot off the backboard. Oh, and it was on target. Well, it looks a bit good save there from Bridges. This is it. One thing you don't want to do is give Dax time on the ball. I'm sure that's some orange team have learned as they've gone through. Bridges now on a bit of a clutch defense there. He did really well. Looked dangerous, but it seemed like he had it under control. Dax going to pick up the ball in the boost here, and if he can find himself with a bit of time again. Yeah, he's going to go try and take up the ball. OP sees that he's trying to do that and cuts it out before he manages to pull anything out from it. Dax taking up the wall again, and here we go. With 3 goals ahead, he really wants to get some more highlights here after getting a nice flick reset in the semi-finals. Jingo, unfortunate by him getting the own goal, but good pressure there from Bridges. And you know what, with 43 seconds to go, Dax might end up regretting trying to stall on the goals if Orange Team could come back here. Blue team keeping it in the Orange's half again. Bridges getting the touch, but not getting enough power to make it decisive. Dax getting a nice angle onto the goal. OP cuts it a bit out. It's the pressure from the blue team at the minute. Good use of that, his flip there, Dax, just to sneak that into the bottom corner. Cool, Bridges getting it across goal, couldn't quite get round it there. Big hit from Dax. OP is going to get the interception. It won't mean much at this point. We've only 8 seconds to go. 3 goals behind. It looks like we might have our TPG tournament winners. Very good games. Blue team running away with it in the end after 2 previously really close series. Orange team definitely really good games they pulled out. Everybody played really well. We had some fantastic semi-finals as well. Really good tournament. We've still got our runners up to come because of scheduling. We're going to move that to after the final, so that'll be coming up next. But we have our victors, and that is Daxil and Jingo. So Dax in his first tournament. Jingo, he has been in tournaments before. I'm not quite sure where he's on the leaderboards at the minute. Bridges and OP picking up 3 points each as well. That'll do them really well. Sitting mid-table at the minute should put them up into the definitively into the top half. Let me update my scores. Very well done to all them teams. So we have Dax and Jingo at first place. We have Bridges and OP at second place, and we have Team 1 versus Team 4. For the runners-up match.